Oklahoma quarterback John Mateer talked about changing his mechanics ahead of the 2026 season. He's going to be going more over the top and less sidearm with his throwing motion. And as we know, as some of the elite quarterbacks in the NFL, going sidearm isn't inherently a bad thing. But if you're not really refined with the rest of your mechanics, it can lead to some really bad misses. See, when you look at this rep from John Mateer, it's not just that he's throwing sidearm, but that in combination with the fact that he swings his whole body so open that he misses his target to the right. See, as a quarterback, it's really important to have your vectors aimed at your target. What are your vectors? Body parts like your shoulders, your legs, your feet, because these really dictate where you're going to end up going with this ball. Your arm is along for the ride. You're creating that power and direction from your hips and from your torso. But watch John Mateer here. In an ideal world, you're going to see him wrap his sidearm delivery around his tucked in shoulder and hit this throw. But his vectors are so open and all pointed towards the sideline that even though the receiver is closer to the middle of the field, he ends up throwing this ball wide right. But on some of these throws from the offseason, we're seeing better work from Mateer. He's doing a better job staying tucked in, if you will. He's right on the hash. His receiver is going to be running a corner route to the sideline, and watch Mateer's front arm. It stays tucked into his chest, and his arm wraps around like I described earlier. His leg is pointed towards his target, and it's a much more accurate throw than the one we saw earlier. You can really tell that he's doing everything in his power to work on this skill specifically. Even his head is practically tucked in, looking at the middle of the field, but you look at that shoulder, like I said earlier, the elbows tucked into his chest, his foot pointed in the right direction. This looks like a different quarterback. Obviously, it's on air, it's not in a live game, but it's definitely different. Mateer was a pretty highly touted potential quarterback prospect early on last season, and with these rejuvenated mechanics, I'm excited to see what he does this year.